Hey guys, welcome back to Channel Football Analytics. Today I'm going to be giving out my best picks for this weekend, which includes the Serie A, Premier League, and La Liga. We're kind of going old school in this video. I read your comments. We're bringing back the BTTS option. And also the over 0.5, which means for teams just to score. And the over 1 option is also going to be remained always on this channel. If you want the over 1 option, the website, you can go on my Telegram. I have it there. Now, which league should we start off with? Premier League. By the way, guys, hit the thumbs up on this channel. Let's try to reach about 500 to 1,000 likes. Come on, you can do it. Let's start with Man United. Not the best way to start the video. Hopefully it's not going to be a cursed bet. But guys, the bookies are a bit tripping here. Look at that. They're giving Man United only 150. They think they're like one of the favorites. Sunderland has been playing pretty well this year, especially at home. But guys, Man United's already won 2 games at home, 2 consecutive games. So that's pretty impressive. Now, for Sunderland, look at their streak. They're doing really well. They play a lot of low-scoring games. The odds for a simple goal on Sunderland is currently at 160. So Man United's defense so far conceded in every single game this year. Every single game. Let's check just to confirm it, right? Yeah, every single game they conceded. Why not? Sunderland. A simple goal. Also, Man U is going to be scoring. The BDTS option is actually not a bad play here. It's currently at 175, but here I'm only taking Sunderland to score. Now let's go on to Arsenal against West Ham. So if you go to head-to-head, it's really interesting. West Ham, for whatever reason, tends to do really well against Arsenal, maybe because it's one of the London derbies. But so far, last 2 games, they beat Arsenal away without Arsenal scoring a goal. And so far this year, Arsenal really impressive. They just played yesterday. Olympiacos were one of the only teams not to score in the Champions League, along with Copenhagen. But our video, by the way, in the Champions League, you can look back. We got everything. I mean, wins and refunds, no losses. That's the most important thing. So it was a really good day. Now, for West Ham, guys, they got a new coach. Nuno Espirito Santo is back. He already played 1-1 against Everton. But the thing is here, I thought about going for West Ham, but the odds right now for BTTS is at 220. But I don't want to risk my money. I also bet live. I wait for favorites to go past 60, 65th minute without scoring, and that's why I put my money on. And I feel like Arsenal, come on, they're not going to go 3 consecutive games without scoring at home against West Ham. So this could be a type of low-scoring game, but I'm more confident, obviously, with Arsenal. So I would advise you just to take this game live, past the 60th minute, if Arsenal is losing or if Arsenal still hasn't scored. So yeah, that's my second pick live. Everton against Crystal Palace. I'm making this video a bit early because I'm traveling. So Crystal Palace is actually playing in a few hours. Crystal Palace also have this streak. About what? How many games they haven't lost in the Premier League? We have to go all the way back to last year. So about 16 to 18 games, if I remember correctly. Anyway, I feel confident with Crystal Palace, guys. The way they've been performing, I think they can get at least 1 goal. I feel like the over 1 option is not bad here. It's at 185 for over 1 goal on Crystal Palace. As you can see, their streak. They just beat Liverpool, West Ham away. So that's really impressive. Aston Villa. Man, Crystal Palace, well, what are they? 2nd in the table right now? 3rd currently. So the odds are too good to pass up on the over 1 option. So if you don't have the website, check out my Telegram because I think it's an overpowered bet. Over 1 means if they score 1 goal, you get a refund. If they score 2 goals, you win the bet. If they don't score at all, you lose it. So that's going to be my first pick for Sunday is over 1 Crystal Palace. Now, at the same time, we got Newcastle against Nottingham. Newcastle is coming off a really, really impressive win against the Union, which are a really good Belgian team. But in this game, guys, I feel like we're going to get goals. Nottingham didn't score at home against Sunderland, so that's huge. They're also playing right now, so both of those teams might be a bit tired. But I'm liking BTTS here, guys. I feel like Nottingham has been scoring away, and Newcastle hasn't been so solid at home, so I feel like we're going to get a BTTS game here. The odds are currently at 175. Now, to finish up the Premier League, let's get back to the favorites. Last game, we got Wolves against Brighton. Wolves are doing terrible. Last place team, the only team in the Premier League without a victory. They had a 1-1 draw, which we had Wolves 275 odds over 1. They didn't manage to score 2. But guys, I'm back in Wolves again. I feel like soon enough, they have to get a win or they have to have an impressive performance. Brighton is a team that plays a lot of high-scoring games, and the odds right now on Wolves for over 1 is currently at 192. So these are great. I feel like Wolves are going to be scoring at home at least one goal. And they haven't scored last year against Brighton. So hopefully they do it this year. So these are my Premier League predictions. Now let's get into let's do La Liga first. So Girona against Valencia. Now the line right now is, again, Girona is the favorite, just like they were against Espanyol. They played a 0-0 game for the first time. This year they didn't concede. And Espanyol is a really high scoring team, and we had it last week and they didn't manage to score. That sucks, but guys, again, I'm going against Girona here. Every single game this year, they conceded. Well, last place, the only team with Celta Vigo without victory. Valencia, that's actually what I like about this game, that Valencia lost last game unexpectedly, against Oviedo. Right in the end, they conceded 2 goals. Valencia is a better team than last year, so I feel like we should take Valencia in this one. Not to risk too much, we're going to be taking the over 1 option at odds 165, so hopefully they get a goal or 2 and we get the bet. Now we move on to Bilbao against Mallorca. We had Bilbao yesterday, was a refund for over 1 goal against Dortmund, but still, guys, look at that. Bilbao only 2 goals in the last 6 games. While Mallorca, terrible so far this season. We caught them last week, but it was a refund. They managed to win against Alaves. They're too good of a team to be here along with Sociedad. So I feel like we're actually going to get a BTTS game here because Mallorca lost their first 3 games of La Liga. Hopefully we don't get a 0-0 draw. That's my only concern. If Mallorca is going to be scoring, Bilbao will score as well. BTTS odds right now, guys, at 225. Let's move on to Sunday. For La Liga, we got Espanyol against Betis. So this is a huge one for both teams because Espanyol has been slacking. The last 3 games, only 2 points. While Betis away, 3 consecutive draws. Both of those teams are really high scoring. Espanyol didn't score last week. I doubt that happens back to back. And also Betis plays in a couple of hours. And I feel like we should go with Espanyol here at the home. They're one of the best teams so far in the La Liga. Odds aren't that great. It's at 151, but I'm liking it. So that will be my third option for La Liga. We got Celta Vigo against Atletico. Atletico is all over the places with scoring goals, crazy results. Lately, 3 wins in a row against pretty big opponents, especially the Madrid derby. While Celta, every single time they score 1 goal. Insane. All BTTS games with 1 goal. I feel that trend is going to continue with the way Atletico has been conceding. And we're going to get another BTTS here. 175. So that's going to be my last pick for La Liga. Let's start off with my favorite league, which is the Serie A. With Lazio against Torino. Now, Torino so far in the league, shockingly, only has 2 goals in 5 matches. They lost to Parma 2-1 last game, and previously they lost to Atalanta 0-3. Lazio won last game against Genoa 0-3. Pretty impressive finally. They've been pretty terrible this year. Only 2 wins in 5 games, 6 points. Guys, I was considering here actually to go with the BTTS, but then I'm not so sure I want to take both teams to score. But guys, the odds are good enough just to take Torino as simple goal. It's at 170, so that's what we're going to be taking. Move on to Parma against Lecce. Parma, very impressive as of late this year at home. Look at that. No defeats, while Lecce, last place in the Serie A. I was actually at the game last year, Parma-Lecce, and I called it. I said Lecce was going to be scoring, and they did so. And I believe this game... Yeah, this was the game, 1-3. And I believe this game, they're going to be scoring as well. I feel like they scored already 2 against Bologna. They're slowly going to get back on track. I feel like we should be betting on equal team. And the odds right now are currently at 450 on Lecce. Just to score, 160 is good enough in the Serie A. I feel like Lecce is going to get 1 against Parma. So that's my second pick. Now, Sunday, early game, risky one. Udinese against Cagliari. I'm still trying to get to Udinese. We had them last week against Sassuolo over 1. That was a refund, and we're going to go again with Udinese. They started off the season really good, but last 2 games in the Serie A, a loss to Milan 3-0 and then a loss to Sassuolo. They're not going to be losing 3 in a row. I feel like against Cagliari, they're going to put up a result. Even if they don't, I watched Cagliari Inter and we absolutely spanked them. I'm an Inter fan, by the way, if you're a newcomer here. I feel like Udinese is going to be scoring at least 1 goal in this game, even though it's a 12:30 game. The over 1 option right now is currently at 160. That's good enough. So we're going with Udinese over 1. Fiorentina against Roma. Still, I think Fiorentina was the only pick that didn't go through in the Serie A last week. It was a crazy game. There was like 3 goals canceled, 2 for Fiorentina. And I'm going to take on Fiorentina once again, guys. This is not good enough. Pioli is their coach. A lot of rumors that he's going to be fired. Roma, look at the away streak. Roma, soon they're going to catch an L. Usually we get high-scoring games when it comes to Roma against Fiorentina. Let's see. Look at that. 5-1, 2-2, 2-1, 2-0. Fiorentina has Roma's number when they play home. And the over 1 option is currently at 190 for Fiorentina. I'm liking this bet, guys, and I'm going with it. Now, to close out, no, not yet. Napoli against Genoa. We have 2 more picks for the Serie A. Napoli beat Sporting, huge victory for them in the Champions League. By the way, remember last year we caught odds closer to 5 when we had Genoa over 1 against Napoli. That's when Napoli was in a battle race for the Scudetto race against Inter. And yeah, it was a 2-2 game. We caught huge odds. And I'm thinking here, we can go 2 ways. I think Napoli is going to be winning this game. Napoli is a team that plays sometimes past the 65th minute without a goal. So this is a good live option. The BTTS option is currently at 235. But guys, already Sporting scored. Genoa could score against Napoli. Don't get it twisted, but I'm going to go with Napoli to score live here past the 65th minute. After all, they lost to Milan last game in the Serie A, so I doubt they lose points again. Juventus against Milan, the derby. Basically, Juve, we caught them yesterday. Odds 180 over 1, really great. Again, they conceded right in the end. It's either they score in the end or they concede in the end. So look at that. 5 last games, BTTS. I feel like Milan is not going to beat Juve. I like Juve here. I'm not sure they're going to win the game. Hopefully we get goals from both teams. But Juve over 1 is currently at 168. Guys, so this will be it for this week. And hope you're happy with everything. Guys, I gave you like 15 picks. Only pick the ones that you like. Please don't take and put all of these games in the accumulator because they're not all going to go through. Maybe some games are good. Maybe some games are shit. It's simple as that. But I did my research. I kind of went a bit fast today. But yeah, guys, hit a thumbs up on this video. I'll be seeing you in the next one. Adios.